fire department can't even handle it, dude. It's been burning for like 5 hours. It's weakening.
Hello. We are currently in San Jose, Costa Rica. The time is 10:20 p.m. Today was pretty much hell. First, we had to wake up 4 o'clock in the morning. Got at the airport 5 o'clock. There's a long ass line. And it was 5 o'clock a.m. at the airport. Anyways, after we checked in, we got onto our gate. Boarding was no problem. But then, when we got onto the airplane, the plane had to de-ice for 1 fucking hour. So we were 1 hour behind schedule.
The Hawaiian Punch.
And yes, we had to, supposedly they de-iced the plane with something that looked like Hawaiian Punch.
Brother mine.
And then we finally took off. Then the DVD player that we brought, that we were gonna watch at least one DVD so the plane trip would go fast. We got in one song before the plane took off, and then the fucking DVD player broke.
That blows.
When we got to Miami, we got off the plane. We went to we got off the gate where we were supposed to meet 3 people that were from Toledo. Supposedly, guy's 300 pounds, wife's tiny, and daughter was Chinese. We saw her. Not bad at all. Anyways, so we got there at 10:23. They boarded at 10 o'clock. They were gone by the time we got there, so they gave us a reassignment for our flight. The flight time was 4:45 p.m. So we had to wait in fucking Miami airport for 6 damn hours. And the worst part is, goddamn DVD player wouldn't work. The battery wouldn't never stick on to the DVD player, so it didn't work. Then we figured out about an hour before flight that there's a switch we just had to pull. So basically, we were doing 5 hours worth of nothing, sitting around looking at Stewies. After that, we boarded the plane. Finally. But
after we sat in the disease chair.
But let's see. Plane was boiling hot. We had noisy ass people behind us.
The center thing was about to fall.
And the thing above Greg and Frank's heads were about to fall. Well, it looked like it was about to fall on their heads, basically wiping them out. So we stood in the airport we stayed on the plane for somewhere around 40 minutes. Then we finally took off. What seemed to be 2.5 hours took like 5 hours. We watched the movie, which time was somewhere around 2 hours, and after that it was another hour, so I guess we got delayed up in the air somehow. Then when we finally got onto the ground, Costa Rica ground, got off the plane, went on a bus to the airport, where we went through customs. Then when we went to go get our luggage, we agreed to this once we got into Miami airport that our luggage would not be there. And, well, you know, we were right. The luggage did not come through the, what is it called? Little
carousel.
The carousel. We were waiting there somewhere around a half hour. Then we finally went up to the baggage claim people. Seemed like that supposedly our bag was supposed to transfer to our flight, but that never happened. It stayed on the original 10:45 p.m. flight to Costa Rica. So after a half hour, we went to baggage claim. We looked into the door and we saw all three of our suitcases right next to each other. Mine first, Greg's second, and Frank's was after Greg's. Took them at least 15 minutes, registered their computer to check that it was ours. And after that, we had to pass through another part of security, where we finally met up with our tour director, who took us in a cheap-ass Isuzu SUV stick shift, where we saw like at least
Put hole in the windshield.
a bullet hole in the windshield. It was completely cracked, completely damaged. So it was like 10 minutes from the airport to our hotel, and on our way we saw all kind of police on the side, pulling over people. It was crazy. Then when we finally get to our hotel, we find out that none of the people from Minnesota have checked in yet. They all went to the mall. There's a big-ass mall right next to our hotel. They went there. They went to the swimming pool. And I saw some lesbos. We'll keep that down low. Anyways, so we went to meet up with our the leader of the whole thing, Mrs. Bott, which she seems pretty nice, except for she loosened up on the curfew a little bit. 10 o'clock is a little sketchy ending.
My bad, yeah.
Anyways, so once we get into our room, we say, hey, this is a pretty good room. Show me the room.
Yeah.
Pretty good room. 1 bathroom, 3 beds. Not bad, good view. We look out the window. First thing we see is smoke.
That window.
That window right there. First thing we see is smoke. Take out binoculars. We look up and we see a blazing fire about to reach us. Which we're pretty much, we say by the time morning hits, we'll be all fucked. But I guess right now, fire's under control. Everything's good. Our teacher said it was the Costa Rica way of cutting their grass. I'm not too sure what that means, but anyways, so we think this is a pretty good room for us, but our next door neighbors, and basically I think everyone else on this tour, has a room just like this one, and then they have an upstairs. Alright, so imagine this room, twice bigger, better TV, and then you got upstairs, another bathroom, and 2 other rooms with king-size beds.
TV we can hook our freaking DVD player up to, too.
Then, we find out one of our crew goes to take a shower. Then we find out that we gotta have to turn off the damn shower. Come with me. We gotta turn off the damn shower on and off, and make sure it doesn't flood.
Show me the leak.
Right here, there's a leak right there.
And there, too.
There too.
Big one.
Terrible.
Right in the gapper.
Basically, if we leave the water on, we're gonna flood the entire hotel room. So things were not looking up. Then, out of all the things, just when we think we're finally getting some peace, watch some DVDs, movies, we find our neighbors outside. Crazy ass people. I guess they left.
They aren't there anymore.
Sure. Be doing that. As you can see, the room is a lot bigger. A lot bigger. Yeah, and supposedly they mentioned that there was a ghost inside. That's not mine.
That was her.
That was this little lady right here.
I'm mad at you guys. I don't think it's. I'm scared. I would be in bed already.
Well, there you go.
I'm
Straight from the
sleeping in
person.
bed instead of sitting in the Come here, right here, homie.
There you go. We got some crazy ass name. Well, we're gonna leave that out. Anyways, thank you. So that was our first day.
Freaking lesbos.
Basically, We got screwed at the airport. Our baggage came to Costa Rica before we did. We got crazy ass neighbors, and we only know somewhere around 5 people out of the 15 that are here, besides us. So overall, first day was kind of bad. I just wanted to leave you with one last note. Look how cute he is. It's the first day of the Costa Rica trip. We'll talk to you tomorrow.